Welcome to the home of Spectrum Transition Coaching. In this video, we would like to explain what makes Spectrum different from other styles of coaching or therapy. It's important to do this because when we hear words like coaching or therapy, it is natural to make assumptions and comparisons with other coaching or therapies we might have experienced or have perspectives of, and think it's the same, when in fact it is very different. Most forms of coaching take us from the now into the future through goal setting and utilising positive resources. For those who are emotionally light enough on the inside, it is highly likely that a positive result will be achieved. And for those holding trauma, achieving goals will be more stressful, if not impossible, as there is too much emotion and mind junk getting in the way of performance. This is because when we set a goal, it becomes a trigger for where we have been, and this can be measured by the quality of our self-talk. When we pay attention to our self-talk, we can hear how much it is either hindering or supporting our progress. The quality of our self-talk is driven by the emotions and beliefs we hold in our unconscious, either positive or negative, and they are key to unlocking ourselves. The main reason for this is that other methods of coaching work with our conscious mind and have no capacity to change the foundations in our unconscious mind, which are at the heart of everything we think, feel, and do. This is no criticism, it is a simple fact, and we celebrate anything that helps people move forward. It will always be our earlier experiences that determine whether we can create the future we want or not, and how elegantly we do it. For this reason, sometimes we must resolve our past before we can move forward. This is exactly what Mick Stott, the creator of Spectrum Transition Coaching, discovered when he introduced performance coaching into the Army. The Army were losing a lot of good people who, on the face of it, were physically capable, but were unable to step up to the next challenge. He discovered that performance coaching helps some, but not all. And the common denominator for those it never helped was an accumulation of unresolved trauma, and goal setting simply brought the trauma to the fore. This is when Mick became interested in the mind and resigned his 30-year commission. Having already trained to trainer's level in performance coaching using ILM and ICF models, he went on to train to the same standard in neurolinguistics programming, hypnosis, EMDR, EFT, TFT, to name a few, which allowed him to comprehensively assess what was in the coaching and therapeutic arenas from a place of knowledge and experience. He also sat with professors of clinical psychology and psychiatry to understand how they came to their conclusions and diagnoses, and analysed counselling and CBT approaches. He concluded that there were some great cognitive models out there, but there were no effective models for addressing trauma emotionally. Research shows us that other psychodynamic therapies bring trauma to the fore with no mechanism for change, which often incapacitates the client, resulting in high dropout rates and resistance to further sessions. It's for this reason that Spectrum was designed the way it was, to achieve the opposite, and supporting research demonstrates that this is the case. Mick has personally helped over 4,000 individuals on a one-to-one basis using Spectrum, most of whom have attempted suicide and had addictions. He has also trained over 400 Spectrum coaches and over 20 trainers. Mick designed Spectrum to ensure coaches are trained to measure someone's level of need so they can determine whether they are experienced enough to continue working with their client or whether they have to refer them to a more experienced coach. Many therapeutic models have no way of measuring someone's level of need and therefore have no idea what kind of worms they might open and how it might leave their client feeling. This is an important element of the Spectrum process as it maintains safety for everyone, and safety is crucial to success. Two clients can present the same mental health diagnosis, such as PTSD, but can be dramatically different in the range and depth of emotion that supports the diagnosis. Spectrum coaches are trained to measure both the subjective and the objective responses of their client through what they present consciously and acknowledge, and through their unconscious sensory responses. The sensory responses are quite often the key to providing the greatest shifts as they identify what is being denied, and it's a coach's job to bring their client out of denial, because until something is acknowledged, it cannot be changed. Experience shows us that logical and solution-focused people are the ones most likely to be in denial. Whilst this is a great quality, we can become so solution-focused that we push away all we have experienced and then wonder why we feel the way we do. If you are someone that has experienced other therapies without success, this will be the reason, as they have no safe and elegant way of getting you in touch with your past and changing the root cause. We are like onions. We accumulate layers of experience that have shaped our beliefs and mindset, and it's the negative experiences that hold us back. This is where the key to change lies. Spectrum focuses on deconstructing those layers safely, taking you on a journey to find your own answers. We don't have your answers. You do, and Spectrum provides you with a toolkit that allows you to unlearn as quickly as you learned at the unconscious level. It allows you to change your limiting beliefs. It allows you to remove barriers safely. It allows you to resolve any internal conflicts. Internal conflicts are energy thieves and create confusion. They exist when there are two or more parts of you that want or believe different things. For example, a part of me wants to leave and a part of me wants to stay. When those conflicts go, you get greater clarity. Spectrum allows you to resolve the negative emotions that bound you to your past, the emotions that create the stories you tell yourself and others, the emotions that create a busy mind. When emotions go, your story changes, and you're in control of creating a new story, a new future. No other approach out there deals with these building blocks of trauma the way Spectrum does. Spectrum is like having a software upgrade, and the beauty of it is we can revisit past traumas either physically or in our mind without the emotional reactions we previously had. New behaviours come to the fore effortlessly. We begin to sleep better. Our relationship with ourselves and others start to heal. Our triggers start to disappear, allowing our mind to let go of things more quickly. There's no longer any need for coping strategies. Addictions disappear, and we can navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. Everything can change. That is our undeniable experience. And if your world is getting smaller for the wrong reasons, or you are someone who has tried lots of approaches with limited or no success and are looking for a greater level of happiness, then start your journey by contacting us now. The first step is always the hardest, but once you realise that everything can change, it gets easier and easier to create the life you know you want and deserve. We thank you for watching and listening, and hope that this helps you to choose what is right for you.